One, two, buckle my shoe. What's up, everybody? Very high hype energy right now, if you can't tell. But thank you. Welcome back. This is Edge2 Gaming, and here it is time to talk about the fucking brief spoilers on One Piece. Thank you again, Pew Peas. Pew Peas brought us these brief spoilers earlier today. It's taking me some time. Don't ask me about the shit that's been going on. And this guy right here, don't mind the cables on the floor. Vader is saying hi. You see the light down there that they done fucking messed up. Did I break? I think I broke the stand. But the light it'll go off and on. It was over there in the corner situated, but little Vader had to come up here because we've been busy today. But One Piece, Oda has been busy as well. We get news on our next break, and we also get news on this chapter, what it's about. Again, Harald's backstory is not finished. And I was right. I just have to sit here and revel in the fact that I've said this multiple times. We're getting ready to go through these brief spoilers, which were very short, punchy, amazing. Focus on really 4 characters. I say 3 because I asked more questions about 1, but we are here to figure out what happened in the throne room. We left off with Loki and Jarul walking through the doors. We know what happens once they get to the other side because we saw Harald getting fucking stabbed by the soldiers, and what I said was correct. So let's go into this. This is chapter 1169 of One Piece. These are brief spoilers. The title right now is I Must Die. There is a colossal spread. It is Rock's pirates they're dressed in black suits, and I'm guessing it's going to be close to One Piece. Which one were they wearing the black suits in? The black suits were my favorite one. It's the one where Shiki kidnaps Nami, and Luffy and the rest of them got to go and whoop his ass. We see Brooke show out a little bit for Frankie and Robin and them, so amazing. But they're going to be in black suits. We're going to get to see them. We still haven't even seen the Roger pirates. But if we continue here, as well as we have to get more backstory because Shanks' story is heavily tied into what seems like what happened with Roger and them. So that is the cover spread. Then Gabon says Garp told him Roger has a son. So Roger never told Scopper Gabon. I guess the only person that he told was Rayleigh, and then when he was in jail and impaled down, he told Garp. And so Garp was the one that relayed this to Scopper Gabon, but where did they meet at and why? This is Gabon talking to Shanks, because we know that Shanks went to Elbaph. He was in the jacuzzi with Gabon, and he met Ripley then. Ripley? Riley? Fuck, I can't remember. It's one of the two. But I will have to go back and read. We haven't seen her in a minute. I think it's Ripley. We meet her, and we also know that is the day that they saw someone steal something from the treasure room. So Shanks is there. Shanks says that then that the child is his younger brother. So Ace is his brother, which is kind of weird because does Shanks look at Luffy as his younger brother if he knows that there's a tie with Garp and Ace? Because right now Shanks has met Garp. Shanks also was with Roger and Rayleigh, and now he knows of Ace. We continue. Harald orders the giant soldiers to kill him. That's the scene we saw in the chapter 1152 when Loki and Jarul arrived to the castle, but we also saw the previous chapters when they started this explanation or the backstory. Shanks explains he is in Elbaph to tell Harald not to accept the Knight of God position, which when we were in the last chapter, they were like, well, we don't know where Shanks is. If he would have completed his last mission, then he would have been promoted. He's not, so you're promoted. Shanks did not make it in time from wherever he was to relay the message to Harald, because Harald is a Knight of God. or a god's blade. Then it says Harald explains to Loki and Jarul that and the giant soldiers that he worked with the government and they betrayed him. Then he asks Loki to kill him and tells Elbaph what happened, which I said he has explained everything to the guards, to Jarul and Loki. If not the guards, then just to Loki and Jarul before he dies. He says Loki has to kill him. It wasn't Loki's choice to kill his father, and to tell Elbaph what happened. Now, what happens to Jarul? Harald orders Loki to eat the legendary devil fruit. He didn't just steal it. Otherwise, he won't be able to kill/defeat him. So he knows how strong he is with the devil fruit power, and he knows how strong Loki is. Loki can't do it. He has to go eat this devil fruit. Harald has lost his sense of mind completely at this point, turning into a cruel monster and attacking everyone, including Jarul, who got stabbed in the head. Again, I said by Harald. Now, I said it was right before he dies. I don't think that's true yet. It's not immediately before he dies, but the next part says Shanks and Gabon tried to stop Harald, but it's pointless since Harald lost his mind. So he is under the control of Emu. He stabbed Jarul, took him out. Now Gabon and Shanks are there, but Loki is gone to the treasure room to get the devil fruit. Loki goes to treasure room to eat the legendary devil fruit. When Loki enters the treasure room, Ragnir the Hammer attacks him. Now, does somebody have Ragnir? It would have to be if they're human and he can't see them. They could have picked it up and hit him with it. If not, then the hammer is alive itself and attacked him. We don't know why. You would think that Harald would have told him that, but he's in a hurry. He's being controlled. He's just like, hey, go ahead and do this. So, again, we finished this chapter with Loki getting attacked by the hammer. Magazine takes a break, not Oda, next week. Happy holidays. So we do have a break. It's not because of Oda. It's Shonen Jump, their yearly break at this time, Christmas season. So I was right. Jarul got stabbed in the head by Harald. Loki is going to be the one that has to take down and kill Harald, but also Shanks and Gabon. I said at one point, and this is not in the I'm right. I was like, oh yeah, they went in there and they fought, and then this happened, but what happened to Loki? And then I retracted Gabon and Shanks helping Loki and Jarul and just saying that they showed up after the death. It shows here that Shanks and them fight while Loki is off getting the devil fruit, but he gets attacked. So does someone attack him, or was it the hammer? If Shanks and them make it down to the treasure room and see Loki knocked out, then and the devil fruit leaving at that point in time, they know it's someone different. And my theory about it being who's who doing a job for the world government, which most likely, if we're putting things together, Shanks's mission was to steal the legendary devil fruit from Elbaph. He turned it down, but then why did he miss Harald, though? Harald might not have been on Elbaph, but I think Harald was on Elbaph. Because I want to say, if that was his mission, and Harald had went to marry Joa at the same time, and they missed each other, it makes sense that he would miss Harald, and then by the time that he goes to find him, Harald has become a Knight of God and went back to Elbaph. But maybe Shanks' mission was to kill Harald, and he wanted to give him warning. What they're trying to have you do will be outside of your will, what you want to do, your sense, not of justice, because this was another point that I heard made yesterday by the Dawn and Dust channel. Yeah, Dawn and Dust channel, who is a native Japanese speaker that breaks down more of the contextual nuances of Japanese, plus Oda's wordplay with the kanji and katakana and puns, and also things that he says just like justice. There was a video talking about how Oda had a discrepancy with Film Z. He never wanted Zephyr to be that type of hero, and then he made it very explicit. They wanted to have a comparison between Zephyr and Luffy's justice, and Luffy as a pirate doesn't even objectively go for justice. He does what he feels is right. It's not for other people. He's not a hero, and they really wanted that sense of justice from Zephyr to be pushed to Luffy to make him a hero. So when we think of things like that and how Oda was so opposed to it, and how that film and Zephyr haven't taken off, as much as Shiki and is it Gold? Fuck. Shiki is the one that I care about anyway, but characters where Oda makes them more than just superficial shonen, those characters stick around. Shiki versus Zephyr. Zephyr's not really, Oda's tried to make him canon with this God Valley flashback, but I digress. We were here, and the things that Oda is doing and tying together between the timelines just kill me. Because it's so close. Harald really could have been going to marry Joa when Shanks was supposed to be out, possibly killing him. Because if it's just stealing the legendary devil fruit, I think Shanks could have warned him while he was still in Elbaph. And if not, I still don't think that's... I mean, a warning? They're going to steal your devil fruit? Yeah. Or if they did find out... Okay, this makes sense now. Say with me. If they found out it's the Nika fruit, and they sent Who's Who to get it, and then Shanks later steals it from Who's Who, that follows everything in the story. What we heard from Who's Who to Jinbei, what Loki has said about Shanks, the timelines, Shanks coming back with the devil fruit, Luffy eating it, that would make sense. I'm just trying to put it together why he missed it. But either way, Shanks didn't complete his mission, tried to warn Harald. Harold's already a blade of God, already did the abyssal contract, being taken over immediately after he won't subjugate the giants of Elbaph. Then Loki wants to help, not strong enough, immediately goes for the devil fruit, absent throughout this whole point in time. This is why Gabon has to jump in and tell this part of the story, that him and Shanks fought Harald. Shanks needed to tell Harald something. Jarul fought Harald. Then they found Loki, however, and then Loki takes over. I was trying to get the devil fruit, like my dad said, someone stole it. Both Loki and Shanks head out to sea to find the culprit. Loki goes one direction, Shanks goes the other. Loki captures the wrong person. Maybe two people have, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm just stretching. Like maybe two people have devil fruits and they both found boats with devil fruits, but that's a coincidence. That's a very, very, very lucky coincidence if we get that. I'm trying to put together. This is going on longer than what I thought it would. Let me know what your predictions are, your thoughts are. Remember, we have one more day. We're still banned on YouTube, but then we'll be back. And these videos that we've done everywhere else will be uploaded. But make sure to turn on notifications, make sure to subscribe, follow, help the community build up Edge 2 Gaming within the community, create our own community so that we can chill, have fun, do these One Piece reviews, stream games, and now watch anime. I hear you guys. I see the texts, I see the messages, the DMs, all that shit. Thank you guys so much. KQ Hitman Reborn will be back next Monday for 10 episodes only. We're on episode 42, the Varia arc. Be ready next week. Again, One Piece this week, Sunday, the day right before we do the Varia, we continue on the Varia arc, we will have 1169, the official chapters. Either tomorrow or later this week, we'll get the full summary of spoilers. So be prepared. Turn on your notifications for that. Thank you guys so much. I'm Elijah 5000. This has been, One Piece. Let me know what you think. You can find me anywhere and everywhere here at these socials, Edge2 Gaming, _ Edge2 Gaming on Twitter. And we'll be back with more because Jarul, Harald, Loki. Harold's dying now. Loki is either going to get a devil fruit or go out to get a devil fruit or tame Ragnir and then do that shit. But I think it's coming very soon because of the timeline with Shanks and Gabon and where we are in the story. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much. It's Edge2 Gaming. Follow, subscribe, rate, review, all that good shit. We're on Spotify. The Elijah Bailey Show is on Spotify. Make sure to listen to that and look for the Pod OKC. This is your place for all your One Piece needs. Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.